Welcome back to the Conscious Salon podcast. We are very excited, Tess.
So excited.
Because we have a very special guest here and we've actually travelled interstate for this moment. So we feel extra excited.
Pressure's on.
But we have someone in front of us who has been really pivotal to a lot of people in our industry. She is a creative force who has reshaped what it means to be in the hair industry. 4 years ago, she founded Millie the Space, a salon that would become a cult destination for modern blondes, a sanctuary where aesthetics meets artistry. 3 years ago, she stepped into education, completely revolutionising the way that colourists create high-impact blondes in our industry. She's just returned from her iconic Blondes masterclass tour around the US, and she's not slowing down anytime soon, with London, Italy, Belgium, Paris, and Canada on her list remaining for 2026.
Goodness.
A year ago, while birthing her son Hilton, she was also giving life to something else, Molly Vie, an anti-bleach fashion label that is as badass as she is. Her clothing is now
I love that. Yes.
Her clothing is now seen in most salons nationwide, being practical, premium, and unapologetically cool. She has redefined how hairdressers show up and express themselves in the salon. She's known as the Queen of Blondes here in Australia, but today we get to see her as so much more. It is our absolute pleasure to welcome to the Conscious Salon podcast, Amelia Jane.
Oh, standing ovation.
Holy moly.
How do you feel?
Can you rewrite my whole bio?
Isn't that stunning? Like,
wow.
even just hearing where you're going, I'm like,
I feel
girl,
like
you're busy.
it's so crazy how you can just be so in the zone and you just kind of have no idea that's what you think, which is so cool.
Rare that
Thank
we
you.
actually like look back at the path that we've been walking and like also where you're going.
Smell
Like,
the roses.
Yeah.
would you have ever picked that that was about you if you weren't hearing that your name was attached to that?
4 years ago, no.
Wild.
Wild.
Fucking
It's pretty
amazing.
crazy. Tess and
So
I always
good.
say when we do this series, so many of the women that we've interviewed we've followed their stories really closely.
Yeah.
And you sort of watch from a distance in admiration and you feel like you know so much about them and their success. And it's really emotional writing those out and thinking about how proud that we are even as people who are following their journey and they have no idea who we are some of the time. And we follow so intimately and see all of these things that you do while you're a mum and building this business and building your team and building your brand and then building, international education and the fashion label and doing all of these things while birthing your biggest project, which was of course having Hilton. But
Wow. I feel blown away. Thank you.
It's amazing.
so proud of
It's so
yourself.
you're inspiring to like so many, but especially hearing that, it's fucking phenomenal.
agree.
Thank you.
Amelia, we kickstart every episode by asking our guest, what is your key to staying conscious?
I think, honestly, I was thinking about this today, and so I have 2 days a week where my life is chaos, right? I'm like my energy is split between so many different things and people and projects. But I think what I truly am grateful for are my home days where I'm just fucking at home and I'm doing the washing and the laundry and the cooking and the cleaning.
Yeah.
I don't know. For me,
It's the
I think that
mundane.
is just like, it just keeps my feet on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's good. I really, truly appreciate those days where I can just be at home and dive right into that.
I really resonate with that because I'm someone
Yeah.
that like gets like for
It just
me
feels
like
normal.
joy is when I'm cleaning, which is like a really
so
weird like I feel like that kind of sounded if I was like 20-year-old me I'd be like, Tess, that's so sad.
Yeah.
But hearing that now I'm like, no, it does. It keeps me like level. It keeps me in the moment. It keeps me grateful. It keeps
Truly.
me like
So
I really resonate with that. But
Yeah.
it's isn't it amazing?
an
like,
interesting thing, but yeah.
even hearing that like the like what's the thing like the duality of it where you have this like jet setter lifestyle and like all of these incredible opportunities and where you feel
And you're already like, you're always so go, and like doing so many different things and like so many different energies and like so driven. And then it's just so good to have those days where I can just like literally hang out the washing.
yeah
like,
wild
soak
like,
some
just
clothes.
these normal things. Yeah.
Would I be right in saying that, are you an introverted person?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So
I'm good on my own. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The solace. Yeah.
And
the quiet.
it's such a weird thing to see you like leading a team, leading an industry, doing all of this public speaking and public education. You're so in the public light, but I would always think of you as being an introvert. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Interesting.
Should we pause for coffee really quickly? So
yes,
sorry.
thank you.
Legend.
Right
Over there.
Thank
Justin's
you.
just coming in with the coffee.
I know. Thank you, Justin's really saved the day now.
you.
I'm very grateful.
Thank you.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Thank you, Justin. Legend. Thank you.
I had
you.
the margarita. Thank you.
Thank you.
We do need a sip of this because this is my first coffee of the day. Would you
Are
be
you
I have
kidding
to,
me?
no shade. Actually,
I
no,
had the
absolute
worst
shade
matcha.
to you. You guys have got wheat coffee. Like, as Melburnians,
Yeah.
I'm like,
No, I know.
we need to be like punched in the face with caffeine. We don't have the surf at our door to like wake us up.
I had one the other day, Marvin, and I was like, I'm going to have a heart attack.
100%.
I was like,
That's what
I
we're
can't even
looking for.
finish
That's
this.
what
We
we are
want it to like
chasing.
show up on a drug
I don't know if
test.
I'm like anxious or what is
Totally.
going on right now.
Like, I
but
want to be like eyes a
I can't even like
no.
look straight.
Oh, well,
Melbourne
that's
coffee
what
hits
we're
different.
chasing. Amelia, talk us through. I want to hear in your words what your journey has been in a tiny 4 years, but I want you to express in your own words what your journey's been, starting Millie the Space, then going to 2 spaces, downsizing back to 1, and then when you became an educator.
Oof. Okay, so let's just like rewind back to where Millie the Space started and why my intention behind that space was. It is so not what it is now and like never was, and I never even thought anything now would be possible. But I really wanted to, I think I'd been working as a freelance hairdresser for like a year. And I really wanted to essentially slow down. And I don't know what slowing down even means, but I think I was like, oh, maybe like the next step is I'm going to have a baby and I'll like work from home and I'll just kind of cruise or do a couple of clients. And then I think in that point, I actually really fell in love with hairdressing because I'd had a huge break. I quit hairdressing for like 6 years.
Wow.
And then,
Whoa.
What were you doing in between? That's, whoa. I'm like, whoa, hang on, wait, what?
I know, we could go but way back.
Wow.
So I was just traveling overseas. I was working in different countries. Like I traveled a year in South America, Central America.
Amazing.
I worked in Canada, London. Honestly, just like I would say I was one big lost soul. So I just kept on traveling. And then when I ran out of money, I would come home, work for my parents. They have like a pub. And yeah, anyway, so.
Wow.
It's like a whole new version. I'm like, wait, hang on. Whoa.
Yeah, it's like a whole nother life. It's crazy.
That's such a. So what were you doing when you were traveling overseas?
I was like, I did like volunteer work. I was working in, I worked in a swimwear store in Canada.
Fashion definitely seems like it would be. I mean, you are like a fashionista. So like you, I mean, obviously creating your own fashion line as well. Wow. So this really creates like a lot of the like understanding for you because I did not know anything. So you had a 6-year break
6
from
years.
hairdressing.
Yep. So I qualified as a hairdresser and I think I might have worked for like six months on the floor. And do you know what? Like I actually hated color and I was only cutting hair and I fucking hated coloring, hated foiling. I just like, I don't know. I just was such a short haircut girl. Like that's what I did. I just did all the cuts. Anyway, so I don't know why. I just kind of didn't love it at the time. So I quit, went overseas and just kind of kept going.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So then you came back and you were
Came back. Yeah, I met my partner in Canada.
Yeah.
And then we traveled a little longer together through like Europe and the UK. And then I think I was like 28 or 29 at this point. So we were just kind of like, all right, let's go back and like, start something, start a life. So we just moved to the Gold Coast. I wasn't hairdressing when we first moved here. I was working at a surf club in a bar. And then I really didn't know what to do because it'd been so long since I was hairdressing and I didn't really know how to color because I hated it.
This is mind blowing.
This is wild. I don't think I've never heard.
Does
you talk
anyone
about
know
this.
about this, or is this? Are we getting exclusive?
Yeah, no, I've spoken about this in classes, and to be honest, I've never really done like had the opportunity to to voice it like to I guess a lot of people or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty paramount to I think where I'm at now.
Yeah. That is just so because I've been off the tools for like we spoke off mic.
Yeah.
I've been off the tools for, what's that, 8 months now. The idea of picking up and like foils and going into the I'm like, no. I said that to you straight away. I'm not skilled like this anymore. I'm like, my team is they're the ones. It's not me. So I can't imagine 6 years not doing it and then going back in and you're like, fuck it, I'm just going to do my own thing as well. Yeah. I'm going to become a colour specialist. Yeah. I'm going to become a lead educator. I'm going to have one of the best salons in Australia.
I think I had nothing. I had nothing to my name, nothing, like no passion. I was so lost. I didn't know what to do. And I was like, what the hell can I do? And I knew that was like in my background. So I actually went and applied for a salon receptionist role. Wow. And the position had been filled, but then they saw on my CV, they're like, oh, well, you have hairdressing experience. Like, would you like to do a trial? And I was like, no. But anyway, they talked me into doing it, and then I did it, and then
what was it about? Can I ask, what was it about going back into hair that you were like, no? Was there a certain thing?
I was so scared. I was like, I even like looked into like redoing my apprenticeship because I was like, surely I need to like learn how to do this again. And then so super grateful that I had, opportunity to just like literally stand at a salon, Oscar actually, and I will thank Oscar to this day for giving me that chance. And foil head blocks all day. It was kind of like I have to make something work for myself. I'm almost 30, like not that it really matters, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's so.
It was like a sink or swim.
That's so inspiring because I know that there will be people that will be listening to this and watching this and being like, okay, I feel that.
Totally.
And you can
get yourself out of that.
The short haircut, I don't want to be around colour, to being one of the lead educators with colour globally. That is fucking amazing. And in such a short amount of time, that is incredible. I feel like we need to do a big clap for that. That is absolutely magical. What a great share. Thank you.
So then you worked at Oscar, and then what happened? How did you actually start Millie's Space?
So, okay, let's go back to that. Sorry. Anyway, so I worked, for us, like salon. I worked there for like maybe 6 months, and then kind of just really sort of felt like I was like really learning to love colour anyway. So, in I think 2021 was when right when COVID happened, right?
Yeah.
Or 2020. Anyway, so I was like, okay, cool, Tyler. I think like I'm going to cruise. Like maybe we should, because I was thinking, like I'm almost 30. Is this now the time to have babies? And then, because, that's what I thought. I was like, time's ticking. People are asking me. And then I opened Amelia Space at home. The reason why I named it was because I wanted to have like an Instagram page for it, and I called it Millie because that's what my grandma used to call me, and I wanted to like make it look. I was so conscious of it, of being a home salon, that I wanted it to look like a real salon online.
Right.
I was like, I just thought people thought less of me because I was a home salon. So I wanted it to look like a real salon, even though it was like in the tiniest room you've ever seen, but it was just so cute. Anyway, so I think like working from home for like, I think 8 months, and then I realized that I started showing up on socials and my page started getting a little bit of traction. And I think the fact that I had to re-teach myself hair, I think I looked at hair a lot differently, and I was just kind of like doing something quite different at the time. So then I think that was like gaining a lot of interest with other hairdressers, being like, how do you do that? Or like, can you come to my salon and do a little private class? And then that kind of led me into opening our next space, which was the biggest learning curve of my whole life so far. So we had the home salon for a year, transitioned into a warehouse space, which we did not get zoned correctly through the council. But we were told, the real estate did tell us that we were good to go. Like we got the approval to like make a hair salon. Anyway, so we like literally, I drew 20 grand out of my super. Tyler drew 20 grand out of his super. We like put all our savings into fitting out this salon in this warehouse. Fuck me dead. And sorry.
No, don't apologise.
It's so needed.
Like fuck me dead moment.
Fuck me actually dead.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and then we just like, we worked so goddamn hard. Like I'd work all day on clients. I feel like I just lived and breathed. I was just like a workhorse, like saving to open this space because I was like, I really wanted to have space where I could curate a culture and a family and like a little home, and to have people come and, you know, they wanted to learn from me. So I was like, I need more space. Anyway, so yeah, I think we spent 4 months like turning this warehouse into the most beautiful, like it was 3 levels. We just put a lot into it. And do you know what? Like, I think if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have put ourselves on the map.
Oof.
You know?
Yeah.
Because it was just such a fucking cool space. Like, it was like, at the time, no one was really doing, you know, like that you walk into a salon and you feel like you're in a lounge room kind of vibe, you know? So I think that really, as much as it sucked and as much as like, I just like, it was horrible. The horrible part, was when we had to shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you guys were like operating. This council knock on the door.
Like, oh my God. Like I tell you, like it makes me feel sick to my core. So we started, I think in February, just myself, and then I had 2 other girls who were legends, and they were like renting the space. And then so February we opened. By September we had 12 people working out of it.
Wow.
We had 2 car spaces, and like, I shit you not, like I'd go to work and I just knew, because I knew this was like happening in the background, that there was like this zoning issue that we were going to have to like get approval for, but the price just kept like, it just was like, it wasn't going to be worth it. And so I'd go to work every day and be like, is this going to be the day where the council are going to knock on the door?
Oh,
and like, that anxiety feeling of just like, can we just get through this year? Like I just need to, you know.
Wow.
Anyway, so one day council was knocking on the door and I was just like, oh, this is it. So they'd received a complaint from someone because our business was just heaving.
Yeah.
And like there was no parking. So it was just like, it was never going to work.
No.
Yeah. So then we were like, holy shit. We were getting married the next month, and then
Sorry, I'm in the middle of planning a wedding. Sorry,
and then it was fucking COVID too.
Of course.
So then,
oh my gosh,
yeah. So we were like, I was just like, you know what? I'm not putting all my eggs in this one basket. Like I have too much to lose. Like this business is like, it's pumping. Like there's such a heartbeat. I can't let it go. And I was also, I think probably my ego at the time was just like, you can't fail. You know, you've only had your business open for like a few months, like you cannot fail.
Wow.
So we went straight out, and you know,
how many months had you been in that space at this point?
So like 4 months of fitting out. So we were operating from like February, March, April, May, June, July, August. So about 8 months.
Oh, we didn't even get a good taste of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So went out and found another space. We managed to get a 3-month extension at the warehouse, the first one, so that we had time to fit out the next one, like pulling money out of our ass.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Wow.
But then this was also like, you know, I was doing little classes, and it was like that helped me kind of get financially back on my feet to then reinvest that into another fit out in Palm Beach with a double like shop front. Wild. Freshly married, and just like my husband was just like, this is like fucked up what we're doing.
He's like, I don't know about this. Let's go back. Let's go back home.
Literally.
Let's go back to the home salon. Wow.
What was your nervous system like at that point?
Oh my God. Like, do you know what? I was like, I wish I'd shed light on it at the time, but I just didn't even, I was drowning in the fact of like, I just have to work so much to just to be able to fund another space, another fit out. Because we couldn't get any business loans. We hadn't been in, you know, we couldn't get financial bank support or whatever. So I was just like, I don't know. I was just so stressed because I had so many people that like worked at that space, and I was like, I felt responsible because I wanted to, like, we were their hair home.
Absolutely. You know? I feel like even with you sharing that, like the pressure, I feel like especially as business owners and entrepreneurs, and especially when we have that responsibility, that workhorse mentality comes back all the time.
It's in all of us.
And I think it comes back when we have babies, when we're like doing this pressure of like, okay, I know how to make money. I can make money quick.
Yeah.
know
It's
how
like
to do that.
I'll outwork any problem that we have financially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at what cost? Like
At what
I will
cost,
push
right?
myself to the absolute limit.
Yeah.
And like even hearing that now, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so much to your story that is so much more than what we know.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Fuck, that's
I've never heard you
huge.
share like that. Can I ask you, Amelia, because there will be so many people listening in this moment who will be going through whatever struggles they're having at this point. And it's always interesting when you like look back and reflect on something that has been really hard and turbulent for you. I think there's so much power in even what you were sharing the other day online with the photos of when you found out that you were going to be a mum and how you felt this crossroads of like career versus motherhood. If you could look back at that version of yourself that was in the warehouse space, hustling every fucking day, petrified and crippled with anxiety that the counselor's going to come knocking at any point, hustling, and you and Tyler are just trying to do whatever you can to get through. If you could look at that version of yourself eye to eye, what would you say to her?
It's going to be okay. Like everything is always going to be okay. And I think like even that experience has taught me that, you know, like I feel like I can get through any hurdle, you know, but I feel like you have to go through those things. But yeah, I wish I could just be like, it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Like time, just it's going to be okay, you know.
Did you have any like not to be not sensitive to it, but was there like a bit of relief when the council did actually come knocking? You're like, okay,
do you know
good,
what?
this day's
Oh my
here.
God. Yeah. I was like, oh my God. Like
What took you so long?
I've been waiting for you motherfuckers for 6 months.
Literally, I was like, oh, this is great. Now I can like go and do it again, but do it properly and make sure it's legit. And like, I think I wish at the time I could, and you know what? I have a lot of people message me and ask me about that space and like, how do you go about warehouse? And I tell them the honest truth.
Yeah.
Oh my God, don't even go there. Like, it's not worth it. Like even getting the approval, it's next to none, you know?
I don't think we've ever actually talked about this publicly.
No, we haven't.
We always talk about the nearly $1 million mistake that we made. We almost bought an incorrect zoning space.
Right.
Same.
I'm talking pen to paper, about to sign a dotted line, purchasing a commercial space.
Yeah.
Everything had been looked over. Yep, all good to go. And then a friend of a friend said, hang on, I reckon there might be like.
No, it was actually our mum was talking about it to one of like, the girlfriend's tennis dinner or whatever they were doing. And she mentioned the girls are about to buy a commercial space and blah, blah, blah. She mentioned it to her son, who was a commercial real estate agent in that
advisor
area.
or something.
Who
He was like, hang
that's
on,
not the
I think
zone.
it's like, no,
They can't
he was
go
like,
in
there's
there.
a part of that zoning that's not
You can't do
accurate. And we always talk about it as our almost $1 million mistake,
Yeah.
but
Totally.
wild. So then talk us through what happened when obviously you closed the warehouse space.
So when we shut that down, it was like, it was such a thing that I honestly, I never looked back.
Yeah.
I was so scared to even look in that direction.
Have you gone past since?
No, I'm like, I cannot, I physically drive
Nearly
near
will drive
it.
an hour the other way to avoid that spot, which makes sense, yeah.
I think because like, I'm like, we just put so much and we just turned this like, this nothing building into just such a beautiful space. And I think that's what really is hard to swallow, the energy that we put into it. But, finance, money, you can always get that back. Like that, I think it's just like the time. But in hindsight now, I'm very, very grateful for the experience. Yeah.
So good.
So then you opened
the lessons.
Yeah.
You opened is it Mermaid Beach where the salon is? We were just saying we've been Palm Beach, sorry.
Palm Beach. Mm-hmm.
We've been to the salon as clients and had a lovely time. We had a 10 a.m. margarita, which was stunning.
Yep. Great. We definitely were the only ones drinking in the salon. Yeah. I was like, definitely cool, yeah.
One of the most spectacular, Tess and I have the privilege of going into a lot of beautiful salons and it was truly a moment of like, take your breath away, stunning. The vibe, the feeling that we had in there and just it was an incredible experience. So then you opened the space and what was that journey like?
So we opened that. We opened it half finished because we just had to get in there and start working.
Absolutely. Like I've got money to make.
So we like
don't mind the plasterers there.
Yeah, it was like proper barely we were still waiting on so much furniture. There was like lights still to go in, but we were like, we just need to get in here and get working. And then, we kind of like over a couple of months after we opened, we got to finalize everything. And I just have such a special, like it holds such a special piece in my heart, that space. Like it is, even to this day, like I still walk in every day and it's a sense of calm. Like it's just a beautiful light feeling in there. I mean, we've had some turbulent kind of, I wouldn't say like super turbulent, just a normal little like speed bumps along the way. But it's home, definitely.
You feel that energy.
Yeah.
And then, as I've shared with you, but you like, I can feel your intention in that with even just being in there. Like I truly was like, I remember, I know that the stylist that was working on me was like, what do you do? And I was like, I don't know. Not this.
Yeah.
This feels really nice. But I think that energy that you have, that intention, it's there. And it's amazing that it is there, and the fact that you weren't deterred with what had happened.
Totally.
That you didn't lose that. That intent can sometimes get a bit lost, or it can change.
Definitely.
And get a bit more, murky or a bit darker.
And I still wanted it to like have that same feeling of like you walked in and you felt like you were in my living room,
Special.
And you definitely get that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I also imagine for you, Amelia, being so new to business still, like only 4 years in, and your business blowing up so much, learning how to navigate a busy salon, human beings, and we talk about this all the time, like the best and worst part of business for us has always been the humans in it. It's been the most humbling part, and also where we've seen the biggest growth in ourselves and the people around us. But I imagine with your business growing so rapidly in such a short period of time, learning to be a leader at that point from someone who was at a home salon by themselves would also be a massive part of your journey too.
Totally. And I feel like early on, like I don't think I was the cruisiest person, because, I loved everything to be a certain way, and like I wanted everything to run really efficiently and like, in a certain way. And then I just had to realize that not everyone has the mindset that I do.
Yeah.
And that took me a little bit to realize, and not everyone has the exact same care factor, which is okay. And I think it took me a bit to kind of be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I think, I think over the past year, like, entering motherhoods, I think, and also like how much more that puts on your plate, right?
Absolutely.
I think I feel the calmest I've ever felt. And I think it's really, helped me show up as the calmest version of myself as a leader.
So I agree. Good. I think motherhood, like for both of us, has taken us to a level of content almost. Like this feeling of being content, not sweating the small stuff, and looking at things so differently, because I think what you value as being the most important thing changes so drastically when you have babies. I want to lean into that a little bit. So I want to talk about the post that you made recently, the carousel post that you did on Instagram, where you talked about your feelings and fears that came up for you when you found out that you were having Hilton.
That post sat in my drafts for about 3 months.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, why were you hesitant to post it?
I don't know. I sat on it for a while, and I think the biggest thing around that post, and the biggest thing that I struggled with, becoming pregnant and like before I was pregnant, was the fact that I love work so much, and I love my businesses, and I'm so passionate about it. And I just didn't want people to read it the wrong way, that I didn't love being a mum or that I didn't want to be a mum. And I just felt like I was just tiptoeing around it because I felt people may have like judged,
Yeah. I think it's amazing.
It was so beautifully received. Like,
both of us are like wanting to jump in.
It was so beautifully received. Well, I actually have an extract from that post, and I want to read it, because I think I'm a fucking emotional person. I'm going to cry my eyes out already. Because when I read this post, it spoke so deeply to me.
Yeah.
And the feeling of how we feel in motherhood. It is turbulent, chaotic, messy and hard, but specially grounding. It's raw and real and will shape you in ways that you never knew possible. I want to share this because everything is possible. You can do anything. And you don't have to stop building if that's what you want. Passion doesn't disappear. It just becomes invisible. It doesn't just become invisible. And with passion, you can do anything. Thank you, Hilly, for making me feel like a superhero. I am still me, but a better version. I tried really hard not to cry then.
You're going to send me.
Justin's running in with the tissues. Thank you.
Thanks, Justin.
Doing God's work there. Isn't that beautiful though?
Yeah.
Like hearing that and the fact that you've dedicated that to your son and that you know that like I don't even think it's about being a mum though. I think anyone that has littles that are looking up to them in one way or another, that hits at such a like
Totally
massive level.
And it's interesting.
The fact that was in your drafts.
I know. And
criminal.
I honestly, you know, Sheridan inspired me to post about it because I wanted to post about it for so long and I just didn't know how to bring it to light, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's one of these things where, you know, a lot of people are looking at your profile and like a lot of people, especially when you're a new mum, just fucking watch everything you do and like criticize and like, but I think I feel so much lighter in sharing that post because I don't care anymore. Like I really don't. You know, people are always going to have their thoughts and that's the one thing I can't control.
Yeah, you can't.
Know?
And that's the thing, and I think even with that, with how you end it, with being like superwoman, that's how your son sees you. So who the fuck cares about anyone else's opinion? Like he idolizes you.
And it's also like, I feel like I finally feel like there's a reason why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Why.
Totally. Yeah. And that was so missing before.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So what did you feel when you actually pressed post on that? It sat in your drafts for 3 months. You poured your heart out into that and you may not have known the impact that it was going to create, but that level of vulnerability that your audience hadn't really seen from you before, how did you feel when you actually pressed post?
I felt lighter and I felt relieved. I felt like, you know what, I want to, if there's anything that I can do with my voice or my platform or my journey or my experiences, if I can just help someone who was feeling those feelings that I was feeling and like just let them know it's okay. You can do whatever you want to do and like it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with like wanting to show up for your business or wanting to show up for your team. And I felt that so much in my like, you know, journey. So yeah, I felt good because I was like, I just know that I wish someone had done this when I was feeling that. Or
yeah. I think even with that, and I know we've spoken about this, is that like when you have that, I feel like when you, and like I felt this too with when I found out that I was pregnant, I was so excited I wanted it for so long. But then it was that thing of like, oh, I'm like nervous to tell people and I'm nervous how people are going to respond because I don't want to feel the pressure of like, when you're coming back, what does this look like? How does this, which is normal human beings.
Yeah.
But with that, even, you know, you're so comfortable with, you know, showing your skill set and how you like work as a hairdresser, but then sharing that vulnerability of like, actually, I'm also a mum as well and a really present mum that's really grounded and connected with their child. How do two things exist at once? And I think with sharing that, you have made so many, and all of the people in the industry that are even like, you know, I feel that our industry is having a real change in like you can have two things that exist at once.
Totally.
And you don't have to necessarily, they might not look the way you like envision them to look.
And it's messier and it's more chaotic and like that's okay. Just because there's mess and shit around doesn't mean it's falling apart.
Exactly.
You know, and I think that's something I had to realize as well. Like, yeah, just because it's a shambles sometimes.
But even that
doesn't have to
forward.
Be. Yeah.
Like you're known as Amelia Jane, like you're really, really known with, you know, Amelia the Space and like Amelia Jane and like you've got that like huge and like now Molly Vie. And now you've got this whole other side. I'm so sorry. Now you're bringing forward Amelia the mum with her son who is having all of this. It's almost like a new identity, but one that you know really well. And Hilton only knows this version of you. And now you're bringing that forward to the it's fucking beautiful. It's so powerful and inspiring and just I'm so glad that you proposed. Imagine if you didn't.
Thank you. Yeah, honestly. And it is such a interesting, like, no one talks about it. No one had spoken about it. Like, I remember being like terrified of talking about it. Like, and I think, you know, I'm 35, and I think, thinking back, I feel like I did push out having a baby because I was like, you know, my career is just going to go away. Like, I'm going to lose these opportunities. I'm going to, like, not be, people aren't going to come to my classes, or because I'm going to have to take a year off. I'm going to have to do this. And like, no.
Like, look how you want. Yeah.
It's like, it's our own path, and we can like,
there's
pave
so
it how
much
we
power
want.
in that.
So
Like,
much.
we've got, from day one, we've had Tessa's son in our calls, in our salon, like normalizing running businesses and building empires with babies on our hips. Like, we need to make this a part of our
And
day-to-day.
it doesn't mean you're a fucking bad mum.
No.
It doesn't mean you're not showing up, because you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah.
And God, that was a battle. Like, that was such a battle in my head for so long, and just feeling like, no, I must stay home. If, you know, I can't go into the salon, or, you know, I can't do this because people are judging me, you know?
Yeah. It's like either way, you're fucked. Either way, I think. Like, you're either going to get judged for not being at work and not prioritizing your business, or you're going to get judged for not prioritizing your business and prioritizing your kid. It's like,
totally.
How do you
just do what you want?
Exactly.
Fuck it and do what you want.
Because that's the one thing you have
balance.
control over.
100%.
It's what you do and how you show up to your family and your circle.
Great.
And
Amelia, I want to ask, what was the most challenging moment that you've had becoming a mum and running a salon at the same time? What's been a really challenging part of that?
Probably, I think I feel like there's been a lot of things that I've, you know, have been quite hard, in the sense of just, I feel like now I'm feeling quite comfortable with like switching the hats, you know, like taking one hat off, putting the other hat on. I think in the beginning that was quite difficult, you know, also just with like such a foggy head. Like
How soon after Hilton was born were you back in salon?
I think I started like working back with clients maybe at 3 months, but I think when he was like 4 weeks, I was like filming tutorials.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah,
amazing.
I was grateful that he was able to like take the bottle and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think probably the biggest struggle.
The biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge, like, switching between the hats and honestly just like dropping the fear around what people would think of me.
Yeah.
That's like,
There's so much power just in that.
So fearful of just being, I guess, thought of as like a mum that put her business first, or like, you know, even though that's not what's happening, but I thought people, you know, I didn't want people to think that. It's
such a complicated relationship, I feel. And I feel like people, like, there is no one in this that is not experiencing this and being like, it's the challenge of balancing the two. And you're fucking, well, I mean, you've done it and then you've added a few more things. So I feel like if we're going to listen to anyone, we need to be listening to you because you know what you're doing.
And I would have to say probably one of my biggest strengths is just getting shit done though. Like, you know, executing and just doing it. Yeah. And also like, I'm at a point now where I think things are really starting to like move and I'm like, okay, this is my time to now delegate a little bit, you know? Like my husband, he has a business, but he's going to be leaving that at the end of the year to help me with a lot of the back end stuff.
Amazing.
So that I can purely focus on, you know, more of the creative side of.
Stick in your zone of genius.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
That's huge.
I love.
I think it's, executing and implementing things at a fast pace. Tess and I say this often, that we feel like that's been the difference with our success is just because we move fucking fast. We don't procrastinate. We don't overthink. We don't allow any time for us to even think
No
about.
time to even overthink.
Yeah. And it almost gives you this unwavering sense of belief that just, everything's going to work because you don't have time to even consider it not
Delusion.
working. Just let's fucking go.
Delusion.
Yeah. Keep going with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love, yes.
I want to share something special with you.
Yes, I'm very excited.
So this is actually a transcript, like a direct transcript from a conversation that we had with one of our private one-to-one clients in our mentoring at the Concha Salon. She purchased the espresso set from you.
We've told her she needs to be buried in it.
I want you to hear this.
She's like, I've never seen her more in her power. She's just like, I said, that's the thing you need to be buried in because it's absolutely beautiful.
Totally. And that's from our very first collection. So this is special.
Yes.
Thank you.
So this is really special. So I wanted to include this and I got her permission to include this as well. So she took a photo of it. She purchased it. She purchased it ages ago and then she just had it sitting there and just hadn't put it on for whatever reason.
Yeah.
She put it on, took a photo, tagged you in it, and then she said her DMs from her community blew up and everyone was so excited and said how fucking incredible she looked. And I can't even explain to you, when we saw her in that, we were just like, that piece was made for you. It was like she needed to be born in that. It was so, it looked so incredible on. And this is a direct transcript. So it says, and this is something that Tess and I were both talking in this. It says, when you put that suit on, your whole identity shifts because you showed up to the call in it. You literally become the CEO. It's like a different persona. We see you in your power. It is the hottest thing ever. That outfit allows you to step into your power.
Totally. Oh my God.
Isn't that beautiful?
Cool is
That
that?
is so cool.
How does that feel
created.
hearing that
Like,
and hearing that impact?
Honestly, like I get like so shaky when I hear things like that. Like, honestly, blows me away. It's the coolest thing ever.
So cool. But even seeing her in it, I swear to you, when she's in that suit, her energy is different.
She's
the
like
way that she
clearer
shows
on her
up. She's like
leadership,
CEO as fuck. Like
Power dressing.
unwavering stillness, confidence. Like, so it's, you know.
So
I
fucking
think
cool.
You don't even, that's the impact that you're having without even, like it can be so missed how we can not even realize that sort of level of like, it's so much more than an outfit. It's like
100%.
a persona. It's almost like,
Put it on, you can just get anything
Magical.
done.
Yeah.
That's what you're creating, which is so fucking cool.
We're actually on that. We are our next collection, or towards the end of the year, we have a whole thing around power dressing, and we have the like 3 just absolutely iconic suits that are coming, which are like
I'm not missing out.
so powerful. But anyway, I just had to share that.
Yeah, an exclusive. How good. Lauren, hope you're listening, doll. You need to get the credit card out.
Do you know what?
Thank you for your beautiful words on Molly Vie. That's so special.
Isn't that incredible?
We need to put it in a review.
And it's so
Honestly.
funny because before then, like if I really wanted to include that because I thought if we've got the opportunity to sit in front of you, I want to tell you what your impact is. That is one item of clothing that you've sent out from your warehouse, like one piece that has changed the way that someone leads in their salon. Like it's not even about change the way that they feel, change the way that they look, literally changed their leadership. And it's just the impact is phenomenal.
Blows me away.
Yeah.
I love that.
Wow.
So good.
Before we wrap, I want to hear about your single best day in business, the day where you're like, fuck yeah, this is the dream, I'm loving this. And equally, the duality, we love to talk about duality, equally your worst day in business that you've had.
In my whole time of business,
Yeah.
the worst day, I would say it would have to be the council knocking on the door.
I was thinking if it's been harder than that, I'll be like,
that was
wow.
just my world crashed.
100%. Were you in the salon when that happened?
Like,
Yeah.
They were like, is Amelia here? I was like, oh.
No.
You're like, no, she's not.
Go,
I'll let her know
Just
you
mixing up
dropped
a
in.
tone of it. Yeah, I'm here. Can I have a chat?
I'd be like, no, she's not. Do you want to leave a message? I'll tell her. What did they say?
They just said, your business is not supposed to be here.
Ugh.
Ugh.
She's like, what? What do you mean?
I'm like, I know.
Oh, I love it. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, I've been waiting for you. I would have been like, what? That's so weird.
That's
you
so
should definitely go and talk to Trevor from this real estate agent that told me that I could do that.
Literally.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a shitty day.
Definitely the worst day.
Okay.
What's the best day you've ever had in business?
So that's like probably the hardest question ever, because honestly, there's so many like best days of my business. And one of them would have to be when I finish a masterclass and when I get messages from people who just have had so many light bulb moments in that class, and I just know that I'm going to help them back in Salon. So that, and then just being around my team when they have good, the
best.
I love being with them, and launching Molly Vie. That was like, there was so much, I can't really specify one day, but there was so much lead up into, building Molly Vie. And like when we finally like hit go and like opened the site, that was pretty memorable.
So amazing.
We actually bought your aprons for all of our team as a gift.
Did you?
Yeah,
and we would have been like one of the first lot of orders that you had. Like we were like waiting on the site and like ready to
And they're
go.
still in
and they still wear them every day.
They're still wearing them every day.
Wow.
Yeah. And
are they the Millie Club or are they Molly Vie?
the Millie Club.
Oh my God,
The
I have
Millie
to send you some Molly Vie ones.
They're black.
We'll be
But they're like
buying.
the
We'll be
OG.
buying it with the launch of
That's
the
so
next
cool
one.
that you had the
actually-
OG Millie
got the
Club.
OGs.
Yeah, and we gave them. We packaged them all up and gave them to our gifts as our team as gifts. And when they opened them,
They were so
they
excited.
were ecstatic.
Beyond.
Oh God.
It was like,
Amelia,
Oprah.
where? I want to know, first of all, where can we direct traffic if people are watching you for the first time? I imagine that they're probably not, but where can we direct traffic for people to find you?
Plug your shit.
And I also want to know what's next for you, because can we give you a little testimonial? We actually sent our girls to your masterclass with Kirsty Ann in Melbourne many years ago.
Yeah.
And we sent 3 of our team, and they still use your techniques every single day with like multiple clients per day.
Amazing.
And I think just the general creative inspiration that the girls had from that day was just amazing. And the ripple effect has been huge since then. So one of the best investments we ever made for
That's
our team.
so special. Thank you.
What have you got coming up? Where can we direct people?
Well,
With the Europe tour, we've definitely got that. That's definitely a fair bit on.
head off in like 3 weeks. Europe.
Amazing.
That's going to be a whole nother thing with a walking baby now. So that's coming up. Molly Vie, I feel like, has some absolutely insane collections like in production. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just getting started.
Oh, goosebumps there.
Incredible.
Yes, I love it. She's like got so much on. She's like, yeah, it's just beginning.
We're going to the
fucking moon. We're going to launch into space.
I guess my main page, like Amelia Jane Hair, and then there's like everything's on that in that world.
Yeah. Head to Amelia Jane Hair. You'll find everything. I mean, if you're not
And we've got the
following,
Goldie. You've got Goldie masterclass in October.
Goldie's coming up. And then I think I'm also doing Sydney and Melbourne.
Oh,
yeah.
there you go.
very quickly be buying tickets to Melbourne.
We've got tickets to Melbourne. We'll talk about that
That is with Kane
offline.
Sky, actually.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Really?
Get
Okay.
our
At,
girls
Share,
there.
at Mama West.
Oh, what? Okay. We need to
Mama
talk
should
about
have told us about
Ripple
that.
Whammy.
Sheridan.
Fit
Yeah.
quickly with Mama.
Amelia, thank you for being here. I just think you're incredible. I really do. I just think
Thank
what
you
you have
both.
achieved at such a young age, and then showing a vulnerable side to you and our industry, has been really special. But you are showing women what's possible, and showing women that they can literally build an empire while you raise your son. And it's fucking beautiful and expansive and amazing. So thank you for being here with us.
Thank
It's so
you.
needed. And
Thank
thank
you.
God you push post.
And my inbox is always open also for anyone who is just thinking, can I do it? Oh, how can I do it? You can do it. Yeah.
Living, walking, breathing proof of that. Thank you so much.
Thank
It
you
was
both so
such a special
much.
episode.
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of the Conscious Salon podcast.
Love you guys. Stay conscious.
Really, guys.
Amelia, fucking hell.